Hi, it's Debbie. What are you doing? Excuse me. Kitty's in the plant. Here's what little miss was doing. She was digging in my plantikin. This little girl right here. She likes to dig in plants. Who's doing that, Bella? Can't blame it on your brothers. I caught you. Yep, that's her. Okay, I'm back and Bella is in there. She's been caught digging in my plant. Wasn't sure for sure who was doing it, but I had a feeling it was Bella because the plant was never dug into until she came in the house. But anyway, I am here for the, I forget the thing, hashtag 5 Truths and 5 Myths, 5 Truths, 5 Myths, hosted by Gail Southern Living, and I'm here with my answers from last week. I'm going to post this on Sunday, but it is not Sunday, it's Friday, but we'll be gone on tomorrow. So I was going to let you know my answers. And the first question, I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see, is I have been to every state, and that is false. And I've been to a lot of states, but I have not been to every state, but that was always a goal of mine. So anyway, that one was false. And the second one, I used to be afraid of chickens, and that is true. I used to be very afraid of chickens, and now I love chickens. And there's a story about that. And anyway, I will share that. And it was in another video I did quite a while ago. But anyway, I'll share that a little bit later. And the third one, so that one was true. I used to be afraid of chickens. And then the third question was I drove a school bus, and that is true. I did drive a school bus when I lived in Nebraska, and that was kind of scary because we had a lot of snow and ice, so it wasn't fun during those times, but the rest of the times I really loved it. Excuse me, miss. No. I think someone might have to go out of this room. Yeah. She's a stinker. That's Bella. And anyway, it was a special ed. I worked in special ed in, it was actually my Lydia's old classroom that I started working in after she passed away. And then later on I worked through early childhood, but the requirement was that you had to drive a school bus, so I had to get my CDL. But luckily most of the time I drove just the small school bus, which is not too bad. Better than the van, because before we got the buses we had to drive a van, and that was really bad on the ice. I hated that, so the bus was much better. Okay, and then the next one, so that was true, I did drive a school bus. Then the next one, number 4, I can speak Spanish, and if you heard me say burrito and taco, that's pretty much all I know. I've practiced a little bit with some other words in that, but don't know very much. But I would like to speak Spanish. I'm just not very consistent on trying to do anything. So no, I do not speak Spanish. And then, so that was false. Number 5, I have been married 4 times. Now that's true. I have been married 4 times. This is my longest marriage so far, and hopefully the last marriage. So I've been married almost 10.5 years. My first marriage, not very long. Second marriage, not very long. And then I had a long gap, and I got married shortly after my Liddy passed away, and that was a really short marriage too. So most of my life I've been a single gal. So anyway, that was true for I've been married 4 times. And then number 6, I used to be left-handed, and that is true. I was left-handed. In kindergarten, I lived in Vegas, and they made you switch if you were writing with your left hand with my crayons and that, and they would take my hand, and sometimes I had to have my hand behind my back, but I had to write with my right hand. And now I can't even write with my right hand or my left hand anymore. So I figured if anything happens, I have a stroke and I can't use this side of my body, that it'll come back, but I can't write with it anymore. So I don't know, I think that screws with your head too. But the thing that was weird was there was a boy in our class that was left-handed, and they let him write left-handed. So I don't get that, but I don't know. And I had a friend that I met in Vegas. I actually met her in the hospital when I was pregnant with Lydia, because I ended up, someone's doing on a cord, I ended up in the hospital on bed rest with Lydia, and the gal that I was in the room with for like 8 weeks, she was also went through Las Vegas schools and was left-handed and got switched in kindergarten. So it must be a thing in Nevada. I don't know. So anyway, off to something new. So that was true. I used to be left-handed. Then false for the next one. I worked in a movie theater. No, I never did. I would have loved to because I love movies. I should have put some clips in my hair. I do love movies and everything about movies. So, but no, I did not work in a movie theater. And then the number 8, my first name is Deborah, and that is false. Miss, little miss, quit that. I didn't. My first name is Debbie. It's on my birth certificate, Debbie Jean. So that is, I've had a lot of last names. I've, I even took my stepdad's last name for a while. So other than the 4 marriages and my maiden name, I had 1 more name. So a lot of last names, but my whole name, Debbie Jean, has been my name my whole life. So that's me. I'm Debbie Jean. So anyway, that is that. So I know it kind of tricked you in that, saying, oh, that's an easy one, but no. And my mother used to get mad because my Aunt Virginia would call me Deborah, and my mother would get mad. She said, it's Debbie, it's Debbie. So anyway. Okay, and the next one is number 9. I was in a chicken clucking contest, and that is true, in Nebraska. And I had put that in a video before, and I will add a link to that. Or I might chop in that part of it so you can see it. Something else in here. A chicken. Oh, I love it. Oh, I am obsessed with chickens. Yeah, I even put a video on of chickens every time I see them. And it's so funny because I used to be so afraid of chickens. And then there was weighing chicken days when I lived in Nebraska. And we did chicken flying contest, and you got to pick a chicken, and then they told you had to carry the chicken around with you till it was his turn for the contest. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to touch a chicken. But I held him and I fell in love with this chicken. It was like a red chicken, red hen. I don't know, chicken hen. I don't know if this is a boy chicken or girl chicken, but it was a red one that I had, and I fell in love with chickens ever since that day. And the thing that's funny is they had a chicken clucking contest, and I entered it. And then I moved back to Vegas for a year. And then my ex-mother-in-law, she said, Deb, your picture made it in the Nebraska visitor's guide. And there's a picture of me going like this, doing the chicken clucking thing. So that was pretty funny, but I've been in love with the chickens ever since. But yes, that's where I learned to not be afraid of chickens, was in that chicken clucking contest, or it was weighing chicken days in Nebraska, and that's where I learned not to be afraid, and I fell in love with chickens and have been ever since. So anyway, that is a true. And then number 10, I have skydived, and that is false. No, I have not. I jumped off the stratosphere in Vegas. That's like it's not a bungee because it doesn't spring you up, but you just drop from the top and come down. And I do have video of that, and I have posted that before, so you might have seen that if you've watched me a long time and you watch some of my videos. Ooh, this is
back up here in the front. Face that with your hands on the railing.
It's really high. But anyway, so that's it. And I did kind of keep track of everyone that answered questions or took tries. And the one that came in first place, not that this was a contest, was Dina from Dina. I forgot the name of the channel. Dina. And I was just emailing her because she still hasn't got the Christmas card, and she's the one that I sent the Christmas card to, and I didn't put one of the numbers on the name of her street, just like 15th, and we had one more number like 145th Street or something. I don't know. But anyway, and she's just wondering if the card's coming, and I just was emailing her right before I came in here. But no, she got 9 right out of them. Let's see, let me look and see which one she got wrong. I think, where is it? I gotta see. I have this, my great system here. And if you see her name on there. And I had 2 people that did not give me all the answers, so I really couldn't score them. Like Robin, she gave some of the answers, but not all of them. And Diana Loves Colors, Robin Sadowski and Diana Loves Colors did not give me all the answers, so I couldn't give them, tell how many they got. But the last one I just checked was Stephanie from back in Jersey, and she got 8 right. And then a lot of you got 6, and several got 4. But I thought it was a lot of fun, and I did the test on several people. Let's see, because this was, I came here to find out. Dina had asked me when I mailed that card out, and of course I have it on here that I had it here where I had mailed it, and she didn't get it, and then I have it down here where I mailed it on the 19th. So anyway, but also in this book is where I was keeping track. There's Karen's questions and answers. I got 4 right. I did Gail. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen hers yet. And Connie's, there's her answers. And Toni at Creative Chica Hall, here's her answers, but I don't know how I did. There's some I checked. But I was doing a lot of these. They're a lot of fun. If I find more, I'll still do them. There's Pebbles. That's Polita's Creations, I think. And Lori at Petey Pie. I got 7 right there and 8 right on Pebbles. Ow! Biting my leg. And then Stace, I got 8 right for her. Those were hers. And let's see. Oh, this is where I was starting to keep track of what everyone did, but then I had to get to a bigger paper. And then we got Brenda. That was the one that was Bray's Ways. I did hers. I think she has the answer one out now. Well, I thought I checked it. Maybe I didn't check hers yet. But anyway, that's the answers that I put. And then Sharon was also the other one that I tagged. And Robin I tagged. I'm not sure if she's done it yet. I have to still check. But anyway, it's fun. And I want to see how I did on the ones that I did check. But anyway, thank you for everyone that did try to guess. And here are, upside down, here are the names you can see. So anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.